Hi everyone, I'm Vicki Murphy. I'm a Jira Align specialist with Valiantys, which is a Platinum Solutions partner with Atlassian. In this video, I'll be breaking down the updates to Jira Align with the release of version 11.1, which was released to Jira Align instances on the continuous release track on July 12th, 2024. That will typically be your test or dev environment if you have one. It will be released to all other instances on July 19th, 2024. With that, let's go ahead and jump in. All right, the first update is that the rollout of the new navigation experience in Jira Align is complete. This does mean that the legacy navigation experience has been removed from all Jira Align instances. In the release notes, Atlassian mentioned several enablement resources for the new navigation, including updates to the documentation around Jira Align, including the new navigation paths, that the in-product training videos, which are accessible from the checklist button. The training simulations have been updated. The in-product guides for cloud environments have been updated, and training materials that may be available through the Atlassian's advisory services have been updated as well. Along with the official rollout of the new navigation, Atlassian mentioned a temporary solution to the portfolio and program room landing page. Atlassian called out that there is a subset of Jira Align instances that are still experiencing portfolio and program room performance issues. To assist with this, since the removal of the old navigation experience, Atlassian has temporarily introduced a new landing page for the program and portfolio room in those instances. If enabled, you'll see this landing page when you navigate to one of those rooms from the top navigation bar. This page will not display if you navigate to the room from your recent rooms section in the home page, the starred page menu, or the sidebar, or a direct link. Atlassian plans to remove the temporary page when the room loading performance has further improved. The release notes did not detail any specific configuration or administration updates to enable or disable this landing page, so we're assuming that this is enabled automatically by Atlassian in this release for instances that have that impacted performance issue. For more information about this, please do reach out to Atlassian either through your solutions partner, advisory services representative, or a support ticket. A couple of updates for admins. First, we have a new permission around the capacity module. In the system roles menu, now under the portfolio, solution, or program tiers, when you navigate to the capacity module here, you will now be able to set it to read-only mode. This will restrict edit access, but grant view access. If you set this on any one of those tiers, again, portfolio, solution, or program tiers, it will automatically update it for all additional tiers. So it's a bit of an all or nothing. You can either view and edit the capacity module, or you can just view. And from an end user perspective, if you have read-only permissions on the capacity module, you will see this information at the top, a little lock icon letting you know you only have view-only permissions. And you'll notice I'm not able to click into any of these options as I might typically be able to do with edit permissions. Jumping back to the admin screen for one more update. On the Jira settings page, on the Jira integration tab, a couple releases ago, Atlassian added this include all projects button to this tab. Now, if we toggle this on, it will give us a continue screen here. It will say all projects selected in this projects box here. All right, couple more updates, more on the end user view. Jumping into the roadmap module. Atlassian has made two updates to the roadmaps module with this release. First, supporting longer work item names. For this, Atlassian has adjusted the overall padding on the left and right side of the bars to allow more space to display names and completion percentage indicators for each work item. Additionally, under the view configuration settings on other options, we have a new toggle for show identifier in name. When this is toggled on, what we will see is that work item ID next to the work item name. And if we toggle this off, it will remove that work item ID, giving you even more space for longer work item names. The second update to roadmaps is that they added more clarifying text for objectives. Now, if we click on the milestones and objectives menu, under objectives here, we see a new info panel letting us know that the objectives displayed in the roadmap are going to be filtered by the same team and work item level filters used by the overall roadmap page. Right. Next, onto our global work item grids. So this is when you access the list of work items from the items drop-down menu, and then you choose your specific work item. From this view, whenever we go to apply filters, if we add in the process step, it is going to show us this warning that we need to navigate to a portfolio solution or program first to be able to apply this specific filter of the process step. Whenever a process flow is created, it is associated with a portfolio. So without first indicating the portfolio or sub-tier, Jira Align can't provide us the appropriate options in this specific filter. Jumping to the slides for our last couple of updates, a couple of reminders for upcoming releases. First, the new Roam report experience will become the default experience, meaning the old experience will be removed with the release of version 11.2, currently scheduled for August 2nd, 2024. Additionally, in version 11.4, currently scheduled for September of 2024, the Milestones API endpoint will be replaced with the Objectives endpoint. This is with the recent updates to Milestones, separating them from Objectives in the UI. All of the endpoint functionality will remain the same and provide the same data. The only change will be the naming and the URL. So after this release hits your instances, any references to the Milestones endpoint will need to be updated to Objectives. And lastly, we do have some performance updates in this release. Atlassian has improved the performance of performing a GET call for release vehicles in the API to provide faster response times, stating in the release notes that they are seeing a reduced latency of 98% or up to 98% with these updates. This release did include several defect fixes, including more fixes to the work tree and some updates to the new navigation. You can view any of these defect fixes or the updates that we have talked about in this video in the release notes, which will be linked for you in the description. And that is all for the updates to Jira Align with the release of version 11.1. Thank you very much.